This video will cover basic standard conversions required in agronomy. These calculations can be as simple as finding how many acres are in a field based on square footage, to how many pounds of a commodity will fit into a grain bin. We will also cover conversion from standard or U.S. customary units to metric units, which are used in the rest of the world. These conversions will be especially important when discussing global agriculture. Let's start with an area calculation. What is the area in square feet of a field that measures 1,450 feet by 1,450 feet? How many acres are in the field? This first problem is simple geometry. Luckily for us here in Iowa, most fields that we come across are going to have straight lines and be rectangular, with a few exceptions. So to find the area of these fields, we need to use the area of a rectangle equation. The area of a rectangle, or square in this case, is length times width. In this example, our field dimensions are 1,450 feet by 1,450 feet. So in our equation, we have 1,450 times 1,450. This gives us a total area of 2,102,500 square feet. This answers the first part of the problem, but what about converting the square feet into acres? Here's something you need to memorize. 1 acre equals 43,560 square feet. To use this to convert our field area into acres, we simply divide 2,102,500 square feet by 43,560 square feet. This gives us a total of 48.3 acres. Let's try another problem using metric units. How many square meters are in a field that measures 200 meters by 300 meters? How many acres are in that field? Let's first calculate our square meters in this field using length times width again. So 200 meters times 300 meters equals 60,000 meters squared. A hectare is a metric version of an acre. 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters squared. So to convert our field into hectares, we simply divide 60,000 by 10,000, and that gives us a field area of 6 hectares. Finally, we need to convert to acres. 1 hectare is equal to 2.47 acres. So 6 hectares times 2.47 acres per hectare gives us 14.8 acres. Let's try a volume calculation. What is the volume in cubic feet of a cylindrical tank with a diameter of 20 feet and a height of 30 feet? Remember from geometry, the volume of a cylinder equals pi r squared times height. In our example, we are given a diameter of 20 feet. If you remember, the radius is equal to 1/2 the diameter. So 1/2 of 20 equals 10 feet for our radius. The height is 30 feet. And to make the equation a little easier, let's use 3.14 for pi. Plug all these numbers in. 3.14 times 10 because 10 is squared, times 30. This gives us a total of 9,420. Let's make sure we have the right units. We have feet multiplied 3 times, so we have feet to the 3rd power, or feet cubed. How many gallons of water can the tank hold if it is filled to the top? Remember that we had 9,420 feet cubed of volume in our cylindrical tank. 1 cubic foot can hold 7.48 gallons of water. So 9,420 cubic feet holding 7.48 gallons, or times 7.48, equals 70,461.6 gallons that our tank can hold. Now let's try calculating the volume of a grain bin. You have a grain bin that has a diameter of 45 feet and is filled and leveled to a height of 20 feet. How many bushels are in the bin? First, let's find our volume. Grain bins usually have cone tops, but since this bin is leveled at 20 feet, we will not have to worry about the volume of the cone. All we need to worry about is the cylinder volume of the bin. For this, we will again use the equation V equals pi r squared h. Remember, r is half the diameter, so 1/2 of 45 equals 22.5 feet. Again, let's use 3.14 for pi. We plug these numbers into our equation. Our volume equals 3.14 times 22.5 times 22.5 times 20. which equals 31,792.5 cubic feet. To find how many bushels are in the bin, we must understand one thing. A bushel is not a weight measurement. It is actually a measurement of volume. In the United States, we use Winchester bushels. 1 Winchester bushel is equal to 1.244 cubic feet. This measurement is standard no matter what commodity you are working with. However, each commodity will have a different bushel weight, or how many pounds of that commodity will generally fit into 1 bushel. In the picture, we see that 1 bushel of corn equals 56 pounds. Our bin measurement is 31,792.5 cubic feet. So we divide that by 1.244 cubic feet per bushel to see how many bushels it is holding. And we get a total of 25,556.7 bushels. If the bin was filled with corn, how much would the contents of the bin weigh in pounds? Our grain bin can hold 25,556.7 bushels of a commodity. As I mentioned before, the volume of a Winchester bushel is standard. However, the weight of each bushel is dependent on the commodity. In general, a bushel of corn weighs 56 pounds, while a bushel of soybeans weighs 60 pounds. Each commodity will be different. For this problem, we are going to fill our grain bin with corn. We have 25,556.7 bushels in our grain bin, and each bushel weighs 56 pounds. If we multiply these two numbers together, this means we have 1,431,173.6 pounds of corn stored in our grain bin.